Hey guys, what is going on? Clay here with Vision TCG, and today I ended up going to locals. I've been playing a deck non-stop, that's why you haven't seen me around, but it's been a month process of just learning the Doom Z cards and the Power Patron cards. And for some reason, I just keep going X1 with the deck. The deck is like really good. Being able to go like 3 wins, 1 loss, like every locals with the deck, shows like the deck is really good, but like it's still, I feel like I need to theorize a little bit more. But besides that, today at locals, I ended up beating Cool Toon round 1. Round 2, I played against the Shadow deck. My homeboy Charles, Doc Genzo, you know how it is. He was doing this thing, window scary, was barely able to squeeze that. And then round 3, I played against good old Rolad with the Adventure Engine, playing a heavy branded package. I was able to push through to game 3, lost dice roll, and unfortunately we just weren't able to break the branded portion of the board, so unfortunately we lost. But I really enjoy the deck. I feel like the deck is very underrated. A lot of people have this misconception that the deck is just not putting up results. I just feel like it's just not heavily represented. So besides that, that's enough of me talking. I think this deck is the goo. And let me go ahead and get started with my list. So this will be kind of interesting. I played 2 Drastius. I'm always playing 3, but in this format, especially after going to Fort Worth Regional, which I was playing Cool Toon, which I bubbled out going 5-3, missing my invite. The Drastius, I noticed, like especially in testing on Dueling Book, you never want to see multiple when you go in second, and if you play 3, seeing multiple is like very bad into breaking boards. So far the 2 have been like feels correct. You can play 3 for sure. I think especially as you learning the deck, I feel like 3 is like mandatory when you're learning the deck. But the more comfortable you get, I feel like you can get away with playing 2. The 3 Alara, this card is crazy. It just plays around almost every hand trap. It's being able to set any card or any Doom Z card is just really strong, gets your entire combo going. 2 Amalith, Amalith is just really good. Being able to add any Doom Z monster is just strong. 1 Immediate Superior is just a 1-card combo, and you being able to get into the Power Patron or the Doom Z engine through Immediate is just really strong. Of course, the Power Patron Doom Z, this card is really good. One of the reasons why Immediate Superior is a full Doom Z Power Patron combo. Then 3 copies of Jupredo. This card is just essential when it comes to breaking boards. The one people love to call him the Viltrumite. If you've seen Invincible, this card is incredible. If you see in this deck, I do have a way to summon him, because being able to summon him allows you to just banish both players' graveyard and have a monster that's like unaffected by monster effects that is huge, that can usually just win games on its own. But realistically, you're usually using him to get into your power portion port of the engine, and being able to establish like rank 10s with or Jupiter lines to the Utopic Sexual guy. And my boy, the one, the only, my avatar, Therion King Regulus. If you know me, I love the Rika Avalon deck. I don't think I ever posted the Rika Avalon deck, but this card was always a card I could summon in there. So just being able to summon it in here is just, I think, hella dope. That's it for the engine, for the monster count. Again, you can play 3 Drastius, but to me, I just needed the 2. I feel like 2 was all I ever needed. Then this is gonna be kind of interesting. I played 3 Doom Z Change, that's mandatory, and I'm doing 2 Raiders and 2 Terminus. You actually have 18 1.5 card combos, even with playing 2 Terminus and 2 Raiders, so you still have a high engine count. And these cards are like, Terminus is really good, but going second, it sucks not being able to attack with anything but Power Patrons. You can still win games majority of the time, but that is one restriction about it. And then Raiders is always like a 1.5 card combo to pop the pop any Doom Z. It's a special one from deck. And then one of the Power Patron field spell. One Dristia. This card is incredible. The amount of times I would equip it on my opponents, that's another reason why I don't think a lot of people can play this deck properly. And once they do, I feel like the sky is the limit with this deck. like just being able to equip a Drastia to my opponent's monster, destroy their monster, special a Doom Z from my hand or graveyard is just really strong. Then the other one, the Doomdirg, this card is just really good. Making it where your XZs can be targeted is just strong, and then just being able to. There've been a lot of times where like I test, or even in tournaments where like I would get evilly. This is equipped, so I would have to like go pop my trap card because I'm being evilly matched, and then I'm able to get follow up because then on resolution you're able to equip with a trap card to your monster. So this card just has a lot of application. Plus being able to pop your Doomsday Raiders. This is how you handle the Rolad matchup. Is you can pop Doomsday Raiders, and then Doomsday Raiders allow you to pop face-up cards pretty much. And then the one trap card, your Mistaken Arrest, which is incredible. I don't think I would change anything when it comes to the engine. I feel like it performed really well. Non-engine, I feel like I want to fit Perulias. This is my non-engine. 3 Fool, 3 Ash Blossom, 2 Droves, 3 Infinite Impermanence because it's locals. I just wanted a card that was just generic. And a lot of times they can usually like, if your opponent ends on like a half board, being able to imperm one if there's a disruption, you can usually just push through with the rest of your Doomsday engine. 3 Fallen the Virtuous, this card's incredible. Really good into the Rolad matchup. And then 1 Call By. So like 15 non-engine in the main deck. And this card can beat engine too. It's able to pop like certain cards, certain Doom Z cards or Power Preacher cards to be able to combo. Then getting on to extra token. One of these days I'll be able to win a YCS. 2 Drastius. 2 Jupiter, this card is incredible. 2 Grafeo, I hope I'm saying his name properly. This card is ridiculous, it's super custom. 1 Dractaurus. This package to be able to get to Regulus. And being able to bounce back your Eclipse spells whenever you detach off with an XZ is incredible. 1 Verugias. 1 of the Utopic XZ. You'll see them extracts kind of interesting. I feel like this format, the Virtue Spell and Super Poly are just very incredible cards, and it's kind of hard to be able to play both in this format. So I'm actually main decking the Poly on the Virtuous and then side decking the Super Poly because I want to respect Cool Tune. And then I was also playing this because this is a target for Virtuous, but it's also a target for Super Poly for like the branded Rolad decks. So it can fill both roles of a Virtuous target and a Super Poly target. The Theseus, again for the Cool Tune matchup. Then 1 Albion and then 1 Ecclesia Synchro. Now you're probably gonna be looking at the side deck like, damn Clay, like what you've been cooking up. But I think it was like very saucy, very spicy. This also shows like, for example, that you can get away with like, since it was like locals and also with regionals, like you can always get away with like budget alternatives. I will say the side deck I feel like was correct after like testing a lot of DB. So getting into the side deck was 3 Santa Claus, really good to respect Rolad, and it's just good in other matchups. Y'all probably wondering why I play Lancia. Going to regionals and then playing on DB, Invoke and then Malice are just really weird matchups for this deck. So I just want to respect those decks. Plus there's still like weird shit like PK. Also against the Rolad matchup, like some Rolad players are playing evenly matched. And then also whenever they try to break your board, like they have to banish cards, and them not being able to banish your cards to break your board with the Rolad cards means you're able to like just get ahead in resources. Then 3 Super Polymerization, this card is really good. My sauce was 3 Spiritualisms. If you don't know what this card is, this card allows you to target a face-up, spell a trap, and return it back to the hand. Also your opponent cannot negate this card. So in theory it's good into Rolad and just random stuff. So overall it was alright. I feel like the biggest issue I noticed with the Rolad matchup is the Rolad cards are really not the problem a lot of times. It's like I feel like I can break through the Rolad board because they don't really put any interruptions. It's really the complementary engines that they play, and that's the reason why I was trying to play like a good amount of hand traps in the main deck. That way I can like shut off those other engines, and then these cards will check like the Rolad portion of that. And then this is my spice, the Unbreakable XYZ Barrier. You are always able to XZ in this deck. You can play Solemn Accusation, but I feel like this hits a little bit more. And I just thought it was a funny card. And then I didn't want to pay life points with Judgment. So I was just like, okay, let me find a card that can be Omni-Negate. So that's it for the list, y'all. Like, subscribe. I definitely have been grinding on Match Duel 2, so I'm gonna go ahead and start looking into streaming my Match Duel gameplay. But besides that, I love y'all. Like, subscribe, and I catch y'all on the next time. Peace out. Doomsy, stay up.